Hello everybody, it's Rex here, and today we're checking out Wheeljack, Hoist, and Cliffjumper from Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise. And here they are, got these guys at Target. Check out your Targets. Earthrise figures are starting to show up, and these guys got them at Target, if you didn't know that. But here they are, and so first we're going to check out Cliffjumper here, who is a very tiny deluxe class figure. These are all deluxes, and he is a very tiny deluxe. He is only, let me put the ruler on, there we go. He is shorter than 4 inches, so he is very tiny compared to these other two deluxes. So let's get these two out of the way, and we'll just start by looking at Cliffjumper, and for first we'll check out his accessory, and you may recognize this from the first season of Transformers when Cliffjumper tries to shoot Megatron.
Cliffjumper, what are you doing? I've got Megatron dead center in my viewfinder. You missed! How could you miss? It was 3 feet!
So this is the gun, big bazooka, he comes with, and you can separate these into smaller guns, like so. So if you do this and pop out these little side bits there, you can have Cliffjumper wielding 2 guns. So you can have him doing that if you want to. And now we'll take a look at Cliffjumper's details and articulation. So that's a very nice Cliffjumper head there. Looks really nice. Nice paint. Nice deep blue eyes. Nice body thing here. The only thing that I really have an issue with is he doesn't have an Autobot symbol in his robot mode, so that's kind of unfortunate. But besides that, he is still pretty nice. Pretty much just solid colors here, solid plastic, so there's no paint chipping anywhere on this guy, which is one main thing I really like about the War for Cybertron line. These guys are solid plastics, pretty much, and no paint chippage on these guys. No. Pretty nice detail in all around this guy. Pretty nice backpack, and this is a little bit of parts forming when it comes to transformation, but if you want to, you can leave that off, and it looks like that. But I like to leave it on. This bit is a little bit loose, so I'll probably be applying a little bit of Gorilla Super Glue to tighten that up. But besides that, it looks pretty nice. And for articulation on Cliffjumper, his head can rotate like so. He's got rotation up here, bend there at the elbow, swivel there. He has wrist articulation, and because he is so tiny and has wrist articulation, I want to see wrist articulation on pretty much all of these guys. All right, there's no excuse, Hasbro. You can give him all of this if possible. I mean, I guess for transformation reasons, maybe not. But anyways, he does have waist swivel. Can do the splits, and he does have nice pivot there as well as a knee bend, and it also has some ports for other combining bits. Next we'll be taking a look at one of my favorite guys from this first wave, Wheeljack! Oh yeah, Wheeljack! He looks amazing and very, very good. So let's get in there at that head right there, if it will focus. There we go. He's got a really, really nice head sculpt there. He only comes with this bit of accessory, so you can have him hold this in his hand if you want, or you can just poke it on his shoulder. I just like leaving it on his shoulder since he's not much of a combat guy. He's just the guy who creates the Dinobots. You know, he's that guy. Nice Autobot logo there. There's the backside, very nice and clean. And there it is all around. And articulation on this guy is pretty much the same as on Cliffjumper. He's got a nice rotation there up at the shoulder. Nice bend there at the elbow. Hands can do 360. Waist articulation can do the splits. Feet can bend. And a nice knee bend as well. And a swivel there by the leg area, and all around very nicely done. The only thing that I find a little bit annoying is you have this door panel that kind of covers the hand area, but that's the only little thing that I'm kind of like about. But besides that, he's a great looking figure, and besides, again, that, there's no other complaints on this guy. Awesome figure, great job, nice Wheeljack. And next up we have Hoist here, and he looks great. I really like Hoist. He's kind of just an average guy. I looked up his biome really, and he's kind of just an average Autobot. He's just there. He's kind of like an assistant to Wheeljack, sort of, but yeah, he's still pretty cool. And he only comes with this one accessory right here, his little gun thing. So you can plug it there on his hand, and it slips all the way over, so it covers that pretty nicely, and I do like that. For paint and all that, he's got a nice head sculpt there with a nice blue eye paint in there. Nice body details, nice Autobot symbol there. Nice solid colors here, so again, no paint chipping at all, except for this piece, because it is all just this color. So, you know, this bit right here maybe could chip paint, but besides that, very clean back as well, and articulation on this guy. He does have a 360 head spin, 360 arm rotation, if you get that out of the way. He does go out there, nice bend, a really deep bend there at the elbow, can go out and in there. Hand also has wrist articulation there on both sides, can swivel the waist, though the big belly here kind of gets in the way, but if you do move that, you can get a little bit more out of it. He can also do the splits, rotation there at the upper leg bit. A really good leg bend. He's got like double joints here due to transformation mainly, and a nice bend there at the foot. And he does look really, really cool. I really like him. He does have these really big backdoor bits, which I do think would be nice if this would fold up. But looking at him as based on his original G1 toy, he's very accurate. Actually, he is accurate to these door bits from his G1 figure, so I have nothing to complain about because, again, the War for Cybertron line is basing these figures off the original G1 toys. And for that, I've got nothing to complain about these guys because they're just updated versions of those G1 toys. So really good job on Hasbro for getting us a really good updated hoist. And for a quick comparison, here are the new 3 Earthrise guys next to Siege, Optimus Prime right there, and he's a Voyager, so you can see how they scale with the Voyager class. Optimus here with the Deluxe classes here, and I think they scale really good, especially I like Cliffjumper here with his scaling. I like his size and everything, so these look pretty good with scaling. And with all that out of the way, let's begin the triple transformation! And here we have them in their vehicle mode. So first we're going to check out Cliffjumper here. So we're going to take these two off to the side and look at Cliffjumper. So he's got a really, really nice little car mode. I really like it. And if you got the Earthrise Optimus Prime, Cliffjumper here can fit into Optimus Prime's trailer. Alright, so this guy can fit in there just fine. And he is nice. And there's the underneath of him, and he looks really good. I really like how it looks. I really like the Autobot symbol here. And all around looks really, really good. I really like it. A little bit of paint there on the back. Very nicely done. And it rolls perfectly fine. Rolls great, nothing is hindered there. And if you want to, you can take this and give it his little skits and stuff that they use in the first season of Transformers to jet ski or something across the ocean to India to stop Megatron from getting a power source. Okay, so let's get to that. And here we have Cliffjumper with his skis on. So, let me just, yeah, okay. So here we have it, and you can see he's got his little skis right there in the front. This bit just sits underneath there, and if you want to, you can take the rest of this and just plug it in there if you want. So that's really the only place to plug Cliffjumper's big bazooka here. And, so that's a nice little, Easter egg or, homage to that episode. So that's pretty sweet. And so that has been Cliffjumper. Now let's check out Wheeljack. And here we've got Wheeljack, my favorite one. Again, he looks great. I really like him. I love the painted wheels there, and he's got a lot of really cool decals and logos here and everything. If the camera will focus, let's go on focus. There we go. Really cool. 388 right there. Pretty cool up there as well. He does say Wheeljack way up here. It's really tiny. I don't know if you're able to see that, but it says right, Wheeljack right there. Pretty cool stuff here on the sides. and looks really, really cool. Really like the paint job and everything. Looks just awesome. There's the underneath a Wheeljack. So there's that, and this is the only port really to plug this in. He does have these 2 ports on the back, so I guess you could plug it in back there as well if you want to. So there you go. Nice Autobot symbol again right there. And I love the colors and everything on this guy. It looks great. And he also rolls really well. He is really low to the ground, but that's because he's a race car. So yeah, it looks pretty good. So now let's move on to Hoist. And here we have Hoist as well, and I really, really like this vehicle mode. It looks really good. The only thing I don't like is this bit, which is unfortunate. So apparently Hoist got the battle damage treatment, which I do not like. But fortunately it looks like most of the Earthrise figures will not have that, so I am greatly happy for that. But besides that little bit, he looks really, really good. I really like Hoist here. I really like the colors. Nice grille painted there. Nice window there. Looks really, really nice. And he has plugs on both sides, so you can plug his little gun thing here into one of those sides. And there's the underneath of him. Now, his hands here, unfortunately, Hoist's hands here do scrape along the ground. Though he still rolls just fine, but his hands will scrape. But again, since it's solid plastic, you won't have to worry about paint chipping or anything. These little bits still move, and one thing you can do is you can pop this out, and this has a little wheel here, so you can do something with it like that. And this is meant to plug into some of the other things that come out in Earthrise, the little buildings and stuff that you connect things to, though I don't really understand what this is supposed to connect to. Does he pull it along or something? Maybe? I don't know. But that's, I guess, a pretty cool little feature that it has there. And again, really nicely painted with the wheels and all that. So that has been Hoist. And very quickly, here's a comparison with 2 of the Siege Transformers, Prowl and Sideswipe, next to the other guys here, so you can see how they scale with them. And being all deluxes here, you can see how they all scale together, and I think they scale pretty well. And these are my final thoughts on these 3 new guys from the Earthrise line. I think they are awesome. I think they're great, and they're very, very faithful, I think, to the original G1 toys, a very updated version of them. And that's what I'm really getting from the whole trilogy of War for Cybertron. They're updated versions of the original G1 toys. And for that main reason, I don't think I have a lot to criticize with these guys because, you know, again, with these doors here and everything, it's just from the original G1, so it's okay. It's perfectly fine for me. I'm glad with what we got here. And they look great, look awesome. And so that has been the look and the review of these 3 guys from Earthrise, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Until then, have a great day, and bye, everybody!